Hello everybody and welcome back to Gaming on Caffeine. My name is Isaac and we are back playing some more Prison Architect. Last episode we started working on our very first workshop. It is not looking particularly great. We can only have one person working in here at any given time, but it is a start. And we also worked on our shower situation because up until now, like 99% of all of our incidents, like that's all of our stabbings, all of our deaths, all of our injuries, have all happened within the shower, which is not particularly good. And some people in the comment section actually pointed out a pretty easy way that we can try and reduce the number of deaths and attacks within our shower, and that is by changing the regime so that not everyone goes to the shower at the same time. We could probably do a similar thing with the canteen as well, because we have had a few issues where there's kind of just about, I think, too many people in the canteen at once, and they all get like clustered together, and then they start to, you know, get angry and fight each other and stuff like that, and then people get hurt. And so what I think we're going to do, at least to the start of today's episode, is reorganize our regime a little bit so that people in minimum, normal, and maximum security go to the shower at different times. Now, the only downside to this plan is that we don't have a lot of minimum or maximum security people. Most of our prisoners are normal security. If we close this real quick and look up at the top here, 37 of our 49 prisoners are normal security, and only 12 are either minimum or maximum, so that's not a particularly large number of people. And what that means is we have kind of a few options. One, we could make it so that everybody goes to the shower at a different time, but that's going to take up a lot of time. That's going to take up 3 hours of space as opposed to the 1 hour of space it takes up right now. Or we could kind of have maximum and minimum go at the same time, which seems like a really weird combination, but I think that's what I'm going to try. I'm going to try setting normal security in at one time, and then minimum and maximum all at another time. That might end badly for the minimum security guys, but we're going to see if it works. So, first of all, let's just go ahead and split that up and put shower there again real quick. So what I'm thinking is, we will send minimum and maximum at the normal time here. We'll send these guys afterwards, and we'll kind of put lock up just before that. Actually, we might as well just give them an extra hour's sleep, maybe? Or do we give them some free time? I did see some people saying that another reason that people get riled up in the shower is the bladder issue. Like, when the bladder gets too high, they don't have enough time, I guess, before the shower, like between sleep and shower. Because they don't have any free time, they don't use these toilets, and so I'm guessing they pee in the shower, and that annoys some other people. And so maybe giving them some free time in the morning might mitigate that a little bit. And so what we'll do is we'll kind of put free time here and here. And then what we'll do as well is we'll move eating times over a little bit. We'll kind of move this over to yard time like this. And it's probably a good thing to do anyway because, like I say, it just lessens the flow of traffic all over the place. So these guys are going to eat a little bit earlier. I might even make it earlier than that. They might eat really early. And I've only just realized that our people here only eat twice a day. They don't have 3 meals a day. Do they need 3 meals a day? Possibly. What I might try here, ooh, that's interesting. What I might try is moving eat time right up to the shower here. So they're going to go ahead and that doesn't want to be shower. That wants to be, let's change that to free time for now. We're going to eat, we're going to have shower, then we're going to eat for 2 hours, I guess. So we'll put that to eat. Then we're going to have some free time here and here. And then what I think we'll do is maybe like 1 and 2 p.m. Maybe they can eat again. Possibly. We'll see how that works out. That does only give them an hour of yard time, but we'll do the same thing over here. We'll give them some free time, and then we'll give them a little bit of yard time. So they're eating twice a day already. That's pretty good. Now, the issue comes that with the normal security, because we're feeding these guys so early, the only time that we can really feed normal security is kind of in the middle here, and then it seems silly to feed them again, like, in this section. So, I guess maybe normal security are only going to eat twice, whereas maximum and minimum are going to eat 3 times. Seems a little unfair, especially because the maximum security guy is getting fed more, but I think I'm going to see how that turns out. And if it works out nicely, then that's going to work out nicely. So I'm going to hit play. And we're going to see, and actually, you know what, we'll change, do I want to, yeah, what we'll do here is actually, we will change this at the end. We'll let people in normal security eat a little bit earlier, and then shower a little bit later, like that. I kind of don't want them in the canteen at all at the same time, so what I think I'll do is I'll put eat there, and I will also put maybe some, like, free time here. and here, and then just kind of have it like that. So at this point, they're not ever eating at the same time. They're never in the shower at the same time. We might as well give these guys a little bit of free time just before lockup there. That looks pretty good. Everyone's kind of getting the same stuff, apart from the normal security guys. We're getting a little bit more yard time, and I guess a little bit less food, but everyone is getting, like, everything that we're getting before, and hopefully that will work out nicely. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if that actually, like, decreases the number of attacks that we have in the shower. If it does, good stuff. If it doesn't, we can always go back and rethink it. Now, grants, currently, we have 2 grants in place. The education one's going to take a little bit of work, so I'm going to come back to that in a second. But for now, the maximum security infrastructure implementation is fairly easy to do. All we need to do is hire a couple more guards. Right now we have 14, and if we hire a few more, there we go. Grant complete. We now have $30,000. Good stuff. All right, let's take a quick look over. That's a lot of guards, by the way. We have like 20 guards now, which is a little bit crazy. And actually, one thing that I'm thinking about doing is setting up another security room. Right now, nobody is manning... There we go. I'm going to say no one's manning the CCTV. What I'm thinking about doing is setting up another security room like this, just so we can get down another CCTV monitor, because as we said last episode, some of these are not getting monitored at all times. Like, some of them kind of go off every so often, like this one up here, for whatever reason, is just not online right now, and that's a bit of an issue. We don't want to have those dark spots throughout our prison. And so what I'm thinking is to have... I'm thinking about setting up another security room here where the infirmary is. And the reason I'm thinking that is because this infirmary is way too small, and I'm thinking about putting the infirmary over here. So let's go ahead and let's grab... let's just go ahead and type in infirmary, and let's make this one nice big infirmary right next to the classroom. And then what we'll do is we'll quickly dismantle these beds. Here we go. Dismantle, dismantle, and dismantle. And then I think we'll also put a few more medical beds over here. I don't want to put too many down just yet, because I want to wait for those first ones to get dismantled. But 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think we'll put those 3 back over here, and I think that should be fine for now. Maybe even put some more on this side as well, like that. Don't know if we're going to quite need that much, but I kind of just want this room for security, so we're going to go back over to rooms here and unassign that. These guys should instantly run all the way over to the brand new infirmary, which is over here, and that should work out quite nicely. That should work out quite nicely. Also, someone did point out that you can have up to 16 capacitors on this thing at any given time. You can put them in the corners here, so that's quite nice. We've got a little bit more expansion that we can do over here as well, which is pretty cool. And I kind of want to get a few more things into the workshop. Now, the issue is that it's pretty expensive. It is pretty expensive to get all this stuff up and running. Now, how many of these can I fit in here? How wide are these? These are... I'm going to go to planning real quick. I'm going to go to, like, pathways. So these are 1, 2, 3 wide. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we've only got 4 left. So I might as well put, like, a gap there. And maybe, like, 2 gaps and put it like that. Yeah, it's a little bit wasteful for space, but it does kind of give a little bit more space for people to walk around and do stuff like that. So what I think I'll do is we'll go, like, workshop saw, workshop press, and then, like, a little bit further down. Like, I guess here would probably work, right? We'll do, again, workshop saw, workshop press, workshop saw, workshop press. And, again, I don't want to spend too much money because they are pretty expensive. It's $3,000, like, per set that we set up here. And it's kind of a long-term investment to get some money back in the future, but... I do want to get that workshop kind of up and running pretty quickly because we do have that 3 hours of work that most people are not partaking in just yet. I also realized that we do not have anybody qualified to work in the library. Where did I figure this out? Here we go. Logistics. Maximum jobs is 3. We have 0 qualified prisoners. Nobody is qualified to work in the library, and that is because they need to do the foundation education program. They need to work. They need to go and do the classroom thing before they can work in there. Now, we can assign jobs to laundry, and I think I saw a grant in here that wanted me to do that. Yeah, if we look at the prisoner acclimatization and engagement grant, we need to assign 3 prisoners to work in the laundry, assign 3 prisoners to work in the kitchen, and assign 3 prisoners to work in the cleaning cupboard. I think we can do this fairly easily. Let's quickly go and assign 3 people to the laundry room. That's that done. The closet is done. And now for the kitchen, I'm fairly certain that we need to have, yeah, kitchen safety and hygiene course, which we can fairly easily do by just going and starting that. There are 8 people interested. So the kitchen safety and hygiene course, there's 6 people interested in joining that. Once that's done, we can actually have some people, some prisoners, start working in the kitchen, and then we'll get our $10,000 for that, and everything will be good. Now that we've got a little bit more money, I'm actually thinking about maybe putting a couple more of these down, like so. I don't think that I need anything else in here. We've also got to bear in mind, actually, though, how many people are interested in working in this, because I don't know if we actually have that many. Like, the workshop safety induction. We only have 6 people interested, so this will take it up to 6 in total. So 6 people will be allowed to work in this area once we have these 4 more tables set up. So I think we'll leave it there for now. We're about to see how our shower situation fares in the morning, because it's about to be wake-up time, and some people are about to go to the showers. Not quite sure why this guard dog's kind of just standing here. Is he supposed to tell me to search this prisoner's cell? I will do so. Anything? Nope. Okay. Also, I do want to do some shakedowns. I want to do more shakedowns because we cannot have as many people as we had before kind of tunneling out of this place. That is not... We just can't have that happen, okay? So, I'm going to try and lessen that a little bit. Here we go. People are going for the showers. Not everybody's going for the showers. Some people are going to visitation. So some people have that free time in the morning there. Let's take a quick look at needs real quick. Hygiene is going down quite a lot for most of the people here. We're not seeing any incidents just yet, which is good. And then as soon as the hour ticks over, these guys should leave. And I think the other guys should come on in, which they are doing. It's a little bit cramped on this corridor here, but overall, it seems pretty good. Everyone's stuff's kind of going down. Families are kind of up there. And my goodness, that is a mess. I think that's what happens when we give them free time before we let them eat. But it seems like people aren't having as much of an issue in the shower as they used to have, which is pretty good. There is a bit of a family thing here. Also, one thing that I do need to do that a bunch of people did point out, I think in last episode and the episode before, is I built this visitation room, but didn't expand it to actually be a full visitation room. So only these 2 tables can get used at any given time, and I really need to make sure that everyone can use the whole of this room. So boom, there we go. A lot more people can visit now, which is nice. And is everyone getting yard time at this point? What's happening now? No, I think it's free time when people are choosing to spend it in the yard to go and use these phones. Some people are heading over to the common room. Good stuff, good stuff. That seemed to work out quite nice. Like, no one got killed. Someone did try and bring a phone in, but that's fine. That has nothing to do with the shower. The showers look good. Now, that could also be to do with this armed guard that we have patrolling. Now, I don't want to have him patrolling there if possible. I kind of don't want to have the armed guard there. What I'll do is I'll put the armed guard outside. Like, not like that, like that. And the reason I don't want to do that is because a lot of our prisoners have the suppressed stat that we talked about last time, which is sometimes a good thing, but also at the same time lowers their interest in other activities. So things like the classroom, if our prisoners feel suppressed too much, they're not going to try and partake in those classroom activities. And so we kind of want to lower this suppression level. So one of the biggest things that increases suppression is the armed guards. And so what I want to try and do is still have armed guards, but have them not in areas where prisoners are spending a lot of time, because it kind of works on like a tick basis. Like, they gain suppression every so often that they're around an armed guard, or every so often like an armed guard will give off suppression, and those people will kind of catch it, if that makes any sense. It's a bit of a weird way of explaining it, but basically, we don't want to have too many armed guards near our people. So I'm thinking is, we put a normal guard patrol here. Normal guards do not have this effect. I don't want a guard dog. I want a normal guard over there, because we've got 20 of them now. They need to do something. And then what we'll do is, where do I want to put this other armed guard? I want to have him just kind of patrolling a corridor somewhere. I'll have him walk around like this. We'll try and walk around the full area here, and hopefully that's not too bad. But yeah, we'll see how that works out. Hopefully, again, there are still not any issues in the shower. If there are, we can try and put a normal guard in there and see if that does anything. But hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully that's good. Okay, what time is it? It is free time for almost everybody. These guys are about to finish eating, I think, and everybody else is going to start to eat. Once eating is over, it's yard time. I think I might run a shakedown during yard time, just to see if we find any contraband in any of these things here. Also, let's go ahead and build our new security room that we were just talking about. We'll go ahead and stick that down right there, and then we'll go ahead and build another CCTV station, and that's going to help us out quite nicely. We could probably build a few of these actually as well, if needs be. It does need to have a desk, a chair, and a filing cabinet. Yeah, it needs to have all the requisite stuff to be an office, so we need to kind of work that in here as well. Again, it doesn't really matter. Let's have a look. Desk. Where we put this stuff, it looks like. It doesn't matter if it's actually functional, but I kind of like it when it looks like it could actually be an office, as opposed to just something that's kind of thrown together. Oh. I heard a dog. I thought something had gone wrong then. It doesn't look like it has. Where is the filing cabinet? It is there. Alright, boom. Good stuff. Let's also go ahead and put down those medical beds that we took up a bit earlier over in this side of the room. There we go. We'll put you down. Do I want it, like, we'll put a bit, yeah, we'll give him a bit of space. We'll do something like that. And then that, and there we go. Cool. That should be enough medical beds to take care of everybody. Nobody has died today, which is, you know, a plus, I'd think. And everything's looking pretty good. Everything's looking pretty good. Let's go for a shakedown. I'm going to shake down everybody, and we're going to see what happens. We found some alcohol. We found a phone. We found drills. Did we find these earlier, or did we find these just now? I'm not too sure, but I just want to mainly see if we find any tunnels out of here, because if so, we need to work on that. Now, we do have 20,000. What are we missing? We need to get prisoners working in the kitchen. Is anybody working in the kitchen yet? They are. Can I assign them? I can. There we go. Grant done. All right, cool. So, people are now working in the kitchen. We got some more money. I think we might build this new section up here. Now, the downside is I need to rethink this entire plan, because right now, this doesn't work. We cannot use this outside edge, and so the wall kind of has to be here. That's where the wall needs to be. And so I need to get rid of, not that, I need to get rid of like everything on the inside and kind of rethink this a little. Now, I think what I'm going to do is just build this like so, and then see what we can fit in, because that's going to go ahead, and we're also going to go ahead and bulldoze these walls actually like so, because we don't need that corridor there just yet. And then I'm going to do a little bit of planning once that's built and see how that works out. We've still got 18,000, which is still pretty good. We did find a heck of a lot of stuff. 2 needles, wow. Where are people getting all of this stuff from? Like, I mean, maybe from the kitchen? But you've still got to walk through the metal detectors to get in and out of the kitchen. That's not a thing that you can't, like, you still have to do that. One thing we probably should do is, first of all, dismantle all of this. This over here needs dismantling. Someone in the comment section did point out that you can just do this, and it will dismantle kind of everything that we scrub over with it. So I'm going to dismantle all of these shower heads, and I think I'm going to make this a reception, because one of the things that I think is happening is as prisoners arrive, they can just bring stuff in, because right now they come in through this front door, they walk straight through, there are no metal detectors between them and their cells, and then they've got stuff in the prison, right? Whereas a reception has people like, all the prisoners have to come in, go to the reception, they get searched in the reception, and then they can do stuff. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, no, no. Everyone, back to your cells. Back to your cells. Back to your cells while we build this room. Why is this door not open? Okay, we had 2 escapes. I don't know how we lost. Oh my, what? How did we not find this? How did we not find, oh my goodness, what? Ah, okay, we did a search and everything. Okay, let's flippin' fill this up. My goodness, what the heck? Ha! Right, well, first things first, it seems like our power situation has managed to fill up this area here, which is quite nice. We are getting dangerously close to the top here, so let's go ahead and put down these last 4 capacitors like so. And then, whilst our workmen work on filling up this flipping hole here that we've managed to acquire, my goodness, let's have a look at planning out this new zone. So what I'm thinking now that we can't do what we were doing before, I'm thinking I might just extend kind of what we have already, like this, all the way up. Now, I might want to have like a bit of a space at the top here for a corridor that goes along the top. Don't know why I would want that, actually, now I think about it, because there's not really much of a point. But what I think we might do is kind of continue all the way up here, like so. That allows us to have a few more spaces for cells. How many cells can we fit in here? Does this work nicely for like a good number of cells? And I have one there, there. So it doesn't quite work as nicely as I would like for a good space. So what I think, what do I want to do with that? And do I want to have, you know what, actually, no, I'm going to clear this out. I'm going to make this like an area for new like places, like new rooms, new classrooms, new kennels, new offices, stuff like that. And I'm going to make this a new section for cells, because I don't want to have too many cells like all clustered together, and I want them to be able to kind of walk in between places without having to all kind of cram together. So what I think I'm going to do is have this over here be the new prison cell area. So we want to go 1, 2, 3. That's going to be a wall coming kind of all the way along like this. And then we want to have, of course, our normal default pathway. And I'm going to hit play, by the way, because I don't really think we need to be paused while we do this. And then again, a wall And then we're going to have 1, 2, 3. And then this is going to be another wall like that. Is that right? That's not right. That's not right at all. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. And then there. Like that. And then if we want to have another section, we do need another pathway. And then does that work out just like perfectly? It does. Oh, I mean, I guess it could actually. What we can do is, it's not going to work out as nicely as I would have hoped, but it still is going to kind of work out nicely. Because what we're going to do is we're going to put a bunch of cells in like this along the bottom. Where is that coming from? Someone just had cigarettes? Okay. We're going to have a bunch of cells coming in the bottom like that, and I guess we can have it cut off at the end there. And then the same thing's going to be true up on this section, but then the very top one, because it's not quite long enough, what we can do is we can just kind of put them in sideways, like this. So instead of being like 3 by 2, it's 2 by 3. So we put a wall there, we put a wall there, we put a wall there, and so on and so on, to get just a bit more space like that. And that actually works out quite nicely out of our prison here. That, to me, looks pretty good. We've got a lot of place to walk, and we got a lot of prison cells out of it. So what I'm going to do, we're going to go over, we're going to get our brick out, and we're going to start lining these walls like so. And hopefully that will work out quite nicely. We should probably not waste the money on the ones that we're going to replace with doors. So I'm actually going to go ahead, and I know it's only like $100 or $200 per thing, but it's going to help out quite a bit. Oh, it's going to, like, build up quite a bit to a few $100s that we could save if we don't have to, like, build the wall, then demolish the wall, like, within the span of 10 minutes. So let's just do that. And then, again, let's go ahead and delete all these. These guys up here are kind of going to get their own pathway side kind of thing, because it's only these guys going to be using this corridor, but that's fine. We'll, again, do something like this, and then we'll just delete the end door on every single one of those. Like so. Nice. Alright, and then as soon as that's done, we can pull out our clone tool and start to work on some stuff. And again, we'll fix this up a little bit later on down the line. But one thing that we should work on right away is some CCTV. So what I'm thinking is we go ahead and put down one. I like putting it in the corner, just because I feel like that's like where CCTV goes, right? You know, when you see CCTV, it's always in the corner somewhere. I'll put one like, do I want one like there? I kind of feel like I do want one in this, like, prison section somewhere. Because if we can not have guards patrolling, like, up and down the prison cells, that's going to help, I think, with suppression. And it should work out quite nicely. So we'll see how that goes. We do have 10 guards not doing anything, which is a little bit of a shame. But at the same time, not really something that we can do a lot with. Now, the good news is it's a lot harder for these guys to tunnel out at this point. They can't tunnel upwards, or they can, but they've got to go a lot longer of a way to actually get out. Although it is a lot easier for these guys to tunnel up and out. So that's something that we do have to be a little bit wary of. Let's go over to rooms here, and let's throw a few more down. Right now, we're not taking in any prisoners, so it doesn't matter how many cells we build, we're still not taking them in, which I guess is a good thing. I don't want to do that just yet. I want to clone these, don't I? So let's cancel that real quick. So it doesn't matter how many people we take in, which is nice. Let's put a radio in here as well. Why not? I'll put it like, I guess we should put like the radio there. It's a bit of a weirdly laid out cell, but you know what? It's fine. We'll do that, and then we'll clone it once it's done. We'll also put a jail door on, because why not? And that should be fine. Now, we have our 2 CCTV here. Let's click and see if we can connect that to here and back. Did that work? I think it might have done. No, there we go. Okay, that's working now. And then let's do the same thing with this one. Over to here, and then from here, back to there. Cool. All right. And now we just need to have someone manning it, which they are doing. Cool. So we can see what's going on in this area and this area of the prison. I'm also thinking about putting down another one, like, right about there, so we can kind of see what's happening over here when this one's not on. And then we can get quite a few going in here. Like, we're not really strapped to how many of these CCTV monitors we can have. And having just one of those guarded by one person, and then a bunch of CCTV connected to it, is pretty good. It works out. It's a lot cheaper than doing it any other way. So what we'll do is, I think, again, we'll kind of have one, like, here, maybe as well, just to kind of keep an eye on these guys at the same time. Yeah, I think that'll probably work out quite nicely. And then we'll connect you to there, and then you to there. That should give us a nice view of what's going on in this hallway section. And judging by the blind spots that we're having, which again are not going to be too much of an issue once we get like some buildings and actual stuff in here. It's not going to be a big open space forever, but once we get some stuff in there, I might even put a CCTV camera here as well to kind of look over this middle section. But that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Now let's go and grab some more pipes, and let's do something like that. and like that, because I'm assuming that's where all the toilet's going to be, and we'll hook that up like that. We want to make sure that they don't have any big pipes going directly to their cell, so I'm thinking is we kind of go up, and then hook it in like this somehow. Let's see how that fares. I think that should be fine. And then whilst we're waiting for that to go, we can go ahead and start to clone. So we'll do something like that. I'll plop them in like so. Nice. So it does cost $6.50 a time, which is a fair bit of money. And we're going to have to stop there because we're out of money. But that works out pretty well. Still not enough people taking the classroom course. Let's have a look at programs. Is anybody interested? Nobody? Nobody is interested. What? Well. Oh, I should probably undo the bang up there, actually. I kind of locked everyone away for quite some time, which is why the danger level was rising. Not particularly great. All the visitation is in, which I guess is good. We've got this dark shit. Whoa. I saw someone going into this, like, shady area here. Let me put a guard down in this like, shady section whilst we wait for that to be turned into a reception, which we should probably do like right now. Does this have a certain size requirement? It does not. I don't think it needs to be this big, but I'm going to make it this big just because why not? I kind of want to get rid of all these boxes. If we can, like, guys, workers. I know we don't have... We should probably hire more workers as well. I don't really want to because our daily cash flow is going down, like, significantly, and I kind of want to keep it. But at the same time, we should probably do something about that. Let's get, like... Do you want normal doors or staff doors? I'll put normal doors on here. I don't see why we would not need normal doors on the reception. Unless there's anything, like, dangerous in there, which I don't know. There might be. But this looks fine. Our prisoner capacity is rising. We could probably put bunk beds in there, but I don't think there's much point just yet. Danger level's going down, which is good. It was probably just going up because we had everyone locked up and they couldn't do anything. So that's fine. Can we like, get rid of all of these? I don't want my guard to do it. I want you to get rid of this stuff. Dump the box. The shower heads. I don't want them to be dumped. I just want them to be stored. But our storage is full. Do I need to build another storage? I don't really want to build more storage. But we've got so many shower heads. Wow. We wasted a lot of money building new shower heads over here. Let's think about this. I kind of want to move the lawyer. Because he's in, like, the world's weirdest position right now. And doesn't really need to be there. So I kind of want to move him. Also, just for completeness sake, I kind of want to put some doors on the common room here. Like that. Do I want to build, like, a little office for the lawyer? I could, but there's no real good place to put it just yet. Is the only downside. I guess we could try. How wide is this area down here? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I guess we could have it like here. We'd have to have like a real thin walkway. If we put a wall down like this, we could have a real thin walkway here and have it like there, like the reception and stuff. But that's a real thin walkway that I'm not really too big of a fan of. But you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it just because I don't want to waste so much space on the reception. And I kind of also want to move the light from there. At which point, I might just make this storage as well. I might cap it off like here so that the guards can still walk around and do their thing. But if we can make that storage as well, we can probably get some stuff moved out of here. Which will work out kind of nicely, I think. I hope. Let's see. Let's go and put down... Let's put our storage like right now. So hopefully they start to move some of this stuff. We'll go like right up to there. And let's see if our workmen start to move stuff. I will go ahead and hire a few more. We'll go up to 50. Oh, we can't even hire them. Ah, it's the worst. Let's look at grants again real quick before we wrap up today's episode. Do we have any more that we can grab? Produce 30 license plates. I think we could do that. Did we do it? How many have we got? Well, we're producing these over here, I believe. I think. We'll see. But we did get a little bit of money, which allows us to do some more stuff. That is being moved, which is nice. The walls weren't going down because we were super broke, I think. Let's get rid of the planning here, because I kind of... Is anything happening? It is. It is. Okay, cool. Cool. Stuff's happening. Let's demolish that wall, because that wall is not required. Let's make an office real quick, which should be fairly easy. We'll just do something like that. We'll stick a little bit of a wall down there. And then we'll put a staff door right about here on the front. That's not a staff door. That's a solitary door. And then again, all we need to do is dismantle this stuff over here, and we should be good to go. I don't want to buy new stuff because there's really no point. So let's go object, dismantle, and just dismantle everything there. Cool. All right, good stuff, good stuff. All right. With that, guys, I'm going to end this episode of Prison Architect there. Next time, we'll come back. We'll finish up moving the lawyer into his new place here. We'll extend the storage a little bit for all of our shower heads. We'll make this a nice big reception. And we'll also work on probably getting some new prisoners in as well. At which point, I think we might want to do like a complete overhaul to our canteen and kitchen section. Because I think we're going to need a much bigger kitchen, a much bigger canteen. And I kind of want to make things a bit more centralized. Like right now, we've got a big section of cells. And then all of our utilities down here. I want to kind of have the cells... around the outside, and then the utilities in the middle, if that's at all possible. Or maybe vice versa, maybe have the cells in the middle and the utilities outside. But we'll see, just so that everyone doesn't have to kind of go through these narrow corridors to get to where they need to go. But yeah, that's it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit like. It really does help out a lot, and I will see you guys next time.